सी करंट अफेयर्स की जो मैगजीन्स होते हैं, कोई भी आप फॉलो करो, उन सब में यू फाइंड दैट स्पेसिफिकली आईआर के लिए एक अलग से सेक्शन होता है. सर क्या सबको मिला? क्या सबने डाउनलोड किया हुआ है?
हाँ.
तो आईआर के लिए एक स्पेसिफिक सेक्शंस होता है. उस सेक्शन में यू विल फाइंड दैट देयर आर टू मेजर ग्रुपिंग्स. दो मेजर ग्रुपिंग्स हैं. फर्स्ट यू विल सी दैट बायलैटरल रिलेशंस. कौन से रिलेशंस? बायलैटरल रिलेशंस के ऊपर हमेशा एक सेक्शन रहेगा, स्पेसिफिकली इंडिया के लिए. ठीक है, इंडिया के रिलेशंस विद अदर कंट्रीज. कैन यू सी दी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स उसमें? इंडेक्स में देखो, इंडेक्स में यू विल सी दैट यू विल फाइंड जितने भी हमारे क्या कहते हैं करंट अफेयर्स मैगजीन्स में जो इंडेक्स होता है, यू विल फाइंड दैट इंडिया के साथ जो अभी कौन सी कंट्री के साथ टसल चल रहा है. अगर आप देखो न्यूज में, चाइना के साथ चल रहा है, यस और नो. नेपाल के साथ चल रहा है, यस और नो. नेक्स्ट यू विल फाइंड दैट इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान के साथ तो चलता ही रहता है ना. वी डू हेल्प अफगानिस्तान अलॉट. We also have cordial relations with Bangladesh. Yes or no? ये क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं अभी? ये मेरे नेबर्स हैं. These are all my neighbors. इंडिया के नेबर्स हैं, उनके साथ रिलेशन देख रहा हूँ. Then if you see the super powers, जिनके साथ हमारा रिलेशन हमें बहुत मैटर करता है, specifically USA. Then we have Russia. Then we have France. ठीक है? Then we have UK. These are what? These four are what? The permanent members of UNSC. UNSC मतलब पता है ना? United Nations Security Council के ये permanent member अच्छा है, and China भी है. तो these five are the permanent members. तो इनके साथ तो हमें relation देखने ही पड़ेंगे कि इंडिया के साथ relation कैसे हैं इनके. Along with that, then there are other countries who are developed but they are not part of UNSC, जिनके साथ relation देखने बहुत ज़रूरी है. Specifically Japan, specifically Germany. ठीक है ना? जापान, जर्मनी, ब्राजील. ठीक है? देन वी हैव साउथ अफ्रीका. समझ में आया? तो इन कंट्रीज के साथ जब भी बायलैटरल रिलेशंस की बात आएगी, यू हैव टू रीड देम अच्छे से. You have to read them properly. You will find that in most of the current affairs magazines, you will find one page content on each and every bilateral relation. एक पेज का कंटेंट मिल जाएगा आप लोगों को. Your task will be to shorten that content and write in your own words so that exam specific हो जाए. क्या हो जाए? Exam specific. You don't have to write the entire sentence. India and China had cordial relations पहले, but they had a fight because so and so happened, blah 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 blah. वो सब नहीं लिखना है. You just have to write down the headings and the content. You have to generate 4 to 5 points in every heading. ठीक है, आज बताऊंगा कैसे करते हो. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? ये तो हो गया bilateral. इसके अलावा भी और कंट्रीज जिनके साथ अभी काफ़ी क्लोज रिलेशंस हो रहे हैं, दैट इज इजराइल. ठीक है, इजराइल के साथ रिलेशंस हमारे जो हैं वो इम्प्रूव हो रहे हैं. देन इफ यू सी मिडल ईस्ट मतलब वेस्ट एशिया में वी हैव कंट्रीज लाइक यूएई, कंट्रीज लाइक ईरान, कंट्रीज लाइक सऊदी. ठीक है ना? इन सब के साथ भी हम क्या कर रहे हैं? अपने रिलेशंस इंप्रूव कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज इंडिया वांट्स ऑयल. सिंस इंडिया इज अ डेवलपिंग कंट्री, इंडिया वांट्स व्हाट? ऑयल. अंडरस्टूड? तो इसीलिए ये सारे रिलेशंस जो है ना, ये पढ़ने जरूरी हो जाते हैं इन आईआर. ठीक है? ओके. द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ आईआर इज द ग्रुपिंग्स. ठीक है? और इंस्टीट्यूशंस. समझ में आया? इसमें हो सकता है फॉर्मल इंस्टीट्यूशन हो और इनफॉर्मल इंस्टीट्यूशन हो. समझ में आया? दिस इज द नेक्स्ट पिलर ऑफ आईआर. इस पिलर में इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द ग्रुपिंग्स, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट वंस यूएनजीए. ठीक है ना? वी हैव द यूएनजीए, देन वी हैव यूएनएससी. देन इसके बाद यू विल हैव ग्रुपिंग्स लाइक G20. देन वी हैव ग्रुपिंग्स लाइक G7. ठीक है ना? उसके बाद वी हैव SCO, वी हैव ब्रिक्स, देन वी हैव बिम्स्टेक. ठीक है ना? उसके बाद क्या हो जाएगा? सार्क, देन क्वाड. ठीक है? ये ग्रुपिंग्स हमेशा न्यूज में रहते हैं. दे आर ऑलवेज देयर इन द न्यूज. ठीक है? तो इन ग्रुपिंग्स को देखना बहुत जरूरी है कि वेयर इज इंडिया स्टैंडिंग इन दीज ग्रुपिंग्स, हाउ इज इंडिया कंट्रीब्यूटिंग इन दीज ग्रुपिंग्स. क्लियर है? यूएनजीए, यूएनएससी, G20, G7, SCO, ब्रिक्स, बिम्स्टेक, सार्क, क्वाड. Any other groupings that you feel? याद आ रहा है? Any other grouping? ASEAN. ASEAN के साथ then we have IORA, ठीक है ना? IORA, ASEAN, IORA. Then we have RCEP जो भी recently इंडिया ने छोड़ दिया है. We have not taken part in the RCEP groupings. Then we have APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Corridor, APEC. Then we have BRI, China का जो BRI है, we have totally boycotted it, BRI. ठीक है, तो these are certain groupings. You will find that in your newspapers. Every newspaper cutting में you will find these the mention of these groupings, जो कि IR से related हो. किसी न किसी का तो mention आएगा. ठीक है, तो इसमें हमें करना क्या है वो मैं बताऊंगा अभी कि हमें इसको कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है. यहाँ तक क्लियर है? नेक्स्ट वी हैव इंस्टीट्यूशंस, दैट इज फॉर्मल एंड इनफॉर्मल. फॉर्मल में मोस्टली वी हैव सीन दीज इंस्टीट्यूशंस, ठीक है. इनफॉर्मल में इफ आई सी मोस्टली यू विल फाइंड मीट्स. इनफॉर्मल मीट्स हो रहे हैं बिटवीन टू कंट्रीज. जैसे कि इफ आई टॉक अबाउट रशिया, तो इंडिया और रशिया का इनफॉर्मल मीट, इंडिया एंड रशिया का इनफॉर्मल मीट हुआ है, उसको बोलते हैं सोची समिट. कौन सा समिट? सोची समिट, SOCHI. Then we have India. India रशिया हो गया. Then we have India China. चाइना के साथ हमने 2 इनफॉर्मल मीट कर लिए. फर्स्ट इज द वुहान समिट, पहला था. एंड द सेकंड वाज मामल्लापुरम. ठीक है, तो इनमें क्या क्या चीजें डिस्कस हुई ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है. Similarly, we also had an informal meet. PM Modi गए थे इजराइल. We had an informal meet with the current Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. ठीक है, उनके साथ informal meet हुआ था. तो ऐसे informal summits को थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखो, ये बहुत काम आता है. Now, if I talk about other formal institutions, तो इसमें you can recall formal institutions of UN. किसके कॉल करोगे? UN के. If you remember UNEP याद है? UNEP, you remember UNDP, you remember WHO, WTO, ठीक है, सुना है सब नाम? Then you have UN Habitat, then उसके बाद you have UN ECOSOC, ठीक है. Then we have FAO, और भी बहुत सारे हैं. WHO, UNESCO, UNICEF, समझ में आ रहा है? UNHCR, ह्यूमन राइट्स कमीशन, ठीक है. तो ये सारे ग्रुपिंग जो है इनफॉर्मल इंस्टीट्यूशंस में इंडिया का क्या रोल है, whether India has got a chairmanship, whether India is a member of these group, whether India is contributing financially, so on and on. Then we have IAEA, specifically related to atomic energy or the nuclear weapons, ठीक है. Then we have UN peacekeeping forces. We are the largest contributor of UN peacekeeping forces, ठीक है. You should know about the UN peacekeeping forces. So क्या function है, इंडिया का क्या stand है? UN peacekeeping forces. Okay. तो मोटा if I tell you, if you can prepare these all topics, then I think your IR is prepared. इसके अलावा IR में कुछ नहीं है. You have your bilateral relations, you have these groupings, you have these institutions. Remember these things. Remember इसमें क्या क्या चीज़ें याद करनी है वो मैं अभी बताता हूँ कि institutions को कैसे टैकल करें और bilateral relations को कैसे टैकल करें. Bilateral को टैकल करना बहुत easy है, बहुत simple है. There is always a pattern. I'll tell you the pattern, ठीक है. And groupings में भी you'll have a pattern. यहाँ तक clear है? Everybody has written this thing? Okay. Now let me take an example of US. If you know, I have sent you an image of US. देखो, मिला है US का? Okay. उसमें क्या चीज दिख रहा है? What can you observe in that file? Can you see I have broken it down into several parameters, several subheadings में तोड़ दिया मैंने. Yes or no?
Political.
है ना? Political के बाद economics, फिर strategic, फिर security, फिर diaspora. तो IR को डील करने के लिए हमें यही चीज़ फॉलो करनी होगी. If I talk about India-US, if I talk about India-US relations, किसी भी bilateral relation को डील करने के लिए you will have to ask yourself questions whether India and USA's political relations है क्या कुछ, there are any political commonalities, जैसे कि India US दोनों ही क्या है, they are democracies, yes or no, they are democracies, okay. Along with that, any other partnership हमने किए के साथ में, can you see, democracy लिखा है मैंने, democracy के बाद what have I written, global partnership है, then I have written Quad, yes or no, Quad में they both are members, then इसके बाद क्या लिखा है मैंने, East Asia Summit में हम लोग साथ में काम करते हैं, then इसके बाद क्या लिखा है, 2+2 dialogue. अभी ये जो 2+2 dialogue है ना, it is a very recent phenomena. This has been initiated by our government and the US government as well as हमने और countries के साथ भी ये किया है. इसमें 2+2 मतलब क्या signify करता है? It is the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Defense Minister. ठीक है? तो Foreign Affairs and Defense Minister दोनों ही मिलते हैं of both the countries. तो 2 मतलब they are the defense and the foreign minister of one country and the other 2 is the defense and the foreign minister of the other country. Understood? So this 2+2 dialogue जो है ना, it has become a new norm. We have done this dialogue, US के साथ तो कर ही रहे हैं. We have done it with Japan, we have done it with Germany. ठीक है? And आगे जाके शायद हो सकता है हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ भी करें. ठीक है? ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ किया शायद, जर्मनी के साथ नहीं किया. ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ किया. ठीक है? तो जापान हो गया है ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ. तो इससे क्या हो रहा है? इससे we are improving our relations bilaterally. ठीक है, इससे we are improving our relations bilaterally and if you know, if you can recall थोड़ा सा, क्वाड याद है आप लोगों को? इस क्वाड में कितने मेंबर्स थे? 4. कौन कौन थे? इंडिया, यूएस, जापान एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया. नाउ यू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्यों हम लोग 2+2 डायलॉग खाली जापान, ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इसके साथ यूएस के साथ कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज सो दैट हमारा क्वाड का जो फॉर्मुलाइजेशन है, क्वाड का जो व्हाट यू से कॉमन एजेंडा है, इट इज डिस्कस्ड and we move forward on an institutional basis. Understood? Since Quad में there are only 4 countries, इसीलिए currently we have 2+2 dialogue with these countries, Japan, Australia and US. ठीक है? ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ अभी तक हुआ नहीं है, but we are planning. तो political में समझ में आया? Whatever groupings you can recall that we are members together, उसको हमें क्या करना है? Quote करना है. Political के बाद next subheading that I have given is क्या दिया है? डायस्पोरा. लेकिन डायस्पोरा से पहले अदर इम्पोर्टेंट, वेरी वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट सबहेडिंग इज इकोनॉमिक. बिकॉज देखो, whenever 2 countries are involved, the money will be involved. ठीक है? तो इकोनॉमिक जो पैरामीटर है, इकोनॉमिक सबहेडिंग जो है, we have to focus on it. Now for economic subheading, what have I written? We were talking about largest trading partner. ठीक है ना? हमेशा ध्यान रखना, whenever 2 countries are involved, one country will be exporting, the other country will be importing, right? Import export होगा? Yes or no? Whenever there is import and export, export का मतलब समझ में आ रहा है ना? When the goods leave one country and import मतलब when you buy from other country, these goods. All right? Whenever there is import and export, there is something called as current account deficit. क्या होता है? Current account deficit. This is an economic term. ये इकोनॉमिक टर्म है करंट अकाउंट डेफिसिट. इसका मेन मतलब यही है दैट व्हेनेवर आवर इंपोर्ट्स, फॉर एग्जांपल वी इंपोर्ट मोर देन आवर एक्सपोर्ट, हम एक्सपोर्ट तो कम कर रहे हैं एंड वी आर इंपोर्टिंग क्वाइट अ लॉट, व्हाट विल हैपन? द करंट अकाउंट डेफिसिट विल गो नेगेटिव. अंडरस्टूड? व्हिच मींस दैट वी विल हैव टू पे बैक मनी. वी हैव टू पे बैक मनी बिकॉज वी आर इंपोर्टिंग मोर, वी आर एक्सपोर्टिंग लेस. अंडरस्टूड? Second case is when the export is more than import. ठीक है ना? When the export is more than import, what will happen इसमें? We are exporting more and importing less. That means we'll get money from them. When we get money from them, our current account deficit is positive. Understood? And the third scenario is when the export and the import is equal. When the export and import is equal, in such a situation क्या होगा? Current account deficit 0. Understood? All these 3 scenarios समझ में आया? Sika, were you able to understand? Whenever the import, you know about import? What do you mean by import? Tell me. Taking from other countries. And export means giving away to other countries. Suppose we were taking what do you say, gold. We were buying gold from other countries, all right, and then we were selling tea. We were selling tea to other countries. Now we both know that gold is very expensive. Gold will cost us 10 gram will cost us right now 48,000 rupees, right? Whereas tea for a 1 kg packet, how much will it cost you? 200 rupees max. उससे ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, right? You see the difference in the value? ठीक है? We are importing very precious items, but we are exporting very, what do you say, cheap items. In such a situation क्या होगा? Our current account deficit will be negative, right? We imported very costly item, but we exported very cheap item. That means we will have to pay back the difference. Yes or no? We'll have to pay back the difference. Understood? Okay, so this is what current account deficit is negative. For example, now if I reverse the situation, if I reverse as in, for example, we sell jewelry to Europe. Okay, we sell jewelry to Europe and we buy, for example, bicycles. We are buying bicycles. So you know that jewelry is very expensive. You know that bicycle is very cheap. Yes or no? So इसमें क्या होगा? We suppose jewelry, we have sold jewelry worth 2 lakh rupees, right? And we have bought a bicycle for 10,000 rupees. आज के दिन में तो bicycle भी बहुत महंगी हो गई है, ठीक है? We have bought a bicycle for 10,000 rupees. What is happening now? Since we have given them product worth 2 lakh and we are buying only 10,000, that means they will have to pay back 1,90,000, right? Yes or no? They will have to pay back. That means our current account deficit is positive. ठीक है, our current account deficit is positive. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? We will have to pay back कितना? 47,800. We will have to pay back, right? Because 48,000 का हम लोगों ने पेमेंट लिया, खरीदा, लेकिन बेचा कितना उनको? 200 रुपए का सामान बेचा. That means 47,800 का we will have to pay back. That is why the current account deficit is negative. And when, for example, 48,000 का ही लिया होता है and 48,000 का ही we have sold them, that means the current account deficit is 0. Our import and export are equal. ठीक है, our import and export are equal. तो ये जो trade, what do you say, the trade dynamics that we have between these two countries, between the two countries, this is very important. From which country, what product are we trading, what are we importing, what are we exporting, this all parameters will come under the economic, ठीक है, on the economic front. Understood? इसमें whenever you are quoting, the other important thing that you will have to quote is investment. As you know that foreign investment is coming into India. Foreign investment is coming into India. There is a term in economics called as foreign direct investment. कौन सा है? Foreign direct investment. Now foreign direct investment means when investors in USA or any other country, they put in money into the Indian businesses. ठीक है? For the Indian business to grow. For the Indian business to grow. This is called as foreign direct investment. So how much of investment is coming from a country, that also we have to counter it. ठीक है? कितना investment आ रहा है? Suppose if I am talking about USA, तो USA gives a lot of investment to India. FDI आता है. If I talk about Japan, we get a lot of FDI. ठीक है? But there are certain countries whom we also give. For example, Afghanistan. ठीक है? For example, Afghanistan. India pays money to Afghanistan as aid. Okay, ठीक है, you don't have money, okay, I'll give you money, you construct your buildings, you construct your road and so on. Alright? So this is what, we are giving them aid and there we are taking aid or what do you say, investment from USA. Understood? So economy mein you will have to talk about two parameters. The first is the trade that is happening, current account deficit, and the second is the investment that is coming. Alright everyone? Clear? Okay. Now after polity and economy, the next important parameter, that is strategic. Next parameter is security. ठीक है, security is very important. The third is security. देखो security में we have signed several agreements. We have signed several agreements with a lot of countries. ठीक है? logistical sharing agreements or military sharing agreements or some other agreements, on and on. With US, we have signed several foundational agreements called as the GSOMIA. ठीक है? This we did in the year 2002. Then after GSOMIA we did LEMUA, which happened in the year 2016. Then after LEMUA we signed COMCASA, which happened in the year 2018. And then we have BECA, which we signed in the year 2019. ठीक है? तो security में first we have the agreement part. कि what all agreements do we have with the other country? ठीक है? Now for example, GSOMIA is for military information. LEMUA is for logistics. COMCASA is for sharing communications. ठीक है? Communications and military equipments. And BECA is for basic exchange agreement. So these are certain agreements that we need to sign with other countries so that we have certain official channels to share important, share important information that is very, very important, required for countering these anti-social activities, anti-social or terrorist activities, alright, or piracy activities. Do you know about piracy? Pirates कहाँ होते हैं? They are at the sea, right? They are at the sea. इनको काउंटर करने के लिए, टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को काउंटर करने के लिए, एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स को काउंटर करने के लिए, we need these sharing agreements. Understood? So this is the first part of security. Second part of security is military exercises. You will find that we are doing military exercises with a lot of countries. ठीक है? Bilateral exercise करते हैं. Military exercises. ठीक है? Military exercises. So military exercises में, if I talk about USA, we are doing Malabar. The first exercise is Malabar, which happens between three countries. It is US, India, and Japan. ठीक है? US, India, and Japan. Malabar exercise. It is a maritime exercise. क्या है ये? Maritime exercise. मतलब it happens on the sea. ठीक है? It happens on the sea. Malabar के बाद you have युद्ध अभ्यास. ठीक है? This happens on land. युद्ध अभ्यास. And then we have homeland security. कौन सा? Homeland security. This is mainly to counter terrorist activities. Anti-terrorism. This is anti-terror. Homeland security is anti-terror. Understood? Malabar, which is a maritime exercise, which involves USA, India, and Japan. Okay? Then we have Yuddh Abhyas, which is a land-based practice. And then we have homeland security, specifically for anti-terror activities. Clear है यहाँ तक? Everyone? Okay. The third important segment in security is if we are buying certain military equipments. We are buying any military equipments from a country. This becomes very important. Okay? This becomes very important factor for our relationship to grow. For example, initially when India became independent, we used to believe that we are self-sufficient. But when India-China, India-Pakistan war happened, we understood that we will need military equipments. So we did a partnership with Russia. Then it was known as USSR. Okay, we did a partnership with Russia or USSR. But later we realized that if we have to maintain good relations with all the important countries in the world, we'll have to diversify. We'll have to diversify our military needs. So we started buying from USA, we started buying from France, we started buying from Israel, okay? We started buying from Russia, we started buying from Japan. So we diversified our military equipment list within the most important countries. Understood? From USA we have bought P-8I. It is a surveillance aircraft. P-8I, it is a surveillance aircraft. ठीक है? P-8I. surveillance aircraft. It is like a normal aircraft. Have you seen an aircraft? प्लेन देखा हुआ है ना? Normal aircraft ही होता है, इसमें आदमी नहीं बैठते. There is all the equipments and they just roam around on the sky to see कि on the ground there are no antisocial activities happening. ठीक है, surveillance aircraft है. P8I. Now P8I के बाद recently we have got the Apache helicopters. The Apache helicopters from USA. Apache helicopters. Okay. After the Apache helicopters, we have also bought the Chinook helicopters. The Chinook helicopters. Have you ever played Call of Duty? Have you ever played Call of Duty? Anyone? So Chinook helicopters are like, they are actually used to carry heavy loads. They have two sets of wings. They have two sets of wings. Okay. This is the Chinook helicopter. Chinook. P8I we have Apache, we have Chinook helicopters, and then howitzer guns. Howitzer guns. देखो, I know कि we cannot remember each and everything, but at least you should remember the important equipments. You should remember the important equipments. You should remember the Apache helicopter, very important. You should remember the P8I surveillance. Alright? ठीक है. Now you understood कि security के अंदर what are the subheadings that you should look up to. You should talk about the agreements that if any has happened. You should talk about the military exercises happening and the military equipments that we are buying from this country. Clear? Okay.